with Courtney's Customs, and I am back with part 2 of my distressed peekaboo tutorial. Now I have a tripod, so I'm really excited. You guys are going to be able to see better views of what I'm doing. Now this is my first time using the tripod, so bear with me if I move it around a lot. But yeah, I'm really excited. So if you remember what I said before, I had epoxied the cup with that crazy glitter design on it, and then I spray painted it a dark navy blue, and then I painted it this color right here. I didn't have a spray paint to match what I wanted, so I mixed a couple different acrylic paints and just painted over it. It does look a little bumpy. That's just the glitter underneath of it. That's going to be fine because we are going to fix that. Now remember, I also said the customer wanted the word Blondie. You can barely see it. That's vinyl under there. I'm going to start peeling that off to explain to you the peekaboo effect if you've never seen it before. So you can use your X-Acto knife or whatever. I just use the little pick tool and just very gently peel that back. And this is why I said to use a vinyl that you don't care to waste, because you are wasting it. We're not keeping it on the cup. So let me get this first letter off, and then I will show you why it's called a peekaboo. I'm trying to be really careful because acrylic paint is not ideal to use as the top base because it does peel. I am going to try and fix that letter, but see what I mean now? How it shows through and that acrylic paint peeled. So I'm going to take like a really tiny paintbrush or something and go over that. Moving on to the next letters. Those are coming off nice and clean. So I am this is very time consuming, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video so I can get all of this off, and I will be back. Alright guys, I'm back. I got all of it peeled off. I'm going to have to somehow touch that up right there where it just peeled back that acrylic paint. Like I said, acrylic paint is not ideal. Maybe we can somehow camouflage it, but we'll see. So this is why it's called a peekaboo. Remember that crazy glitter design that I did underneath of it where it was just random patches of color everywhere? Now you can see that coming through. So this is going to be the really fun part. You're going to need some pure acetone, and I get mine from Amazon. You're going to need some cotton balls. I get these at the dollar store. And you're really going to want some 91% alcohol, but ever since this coronavirus pandemic started, I have not been able to find any. So the alcohol is going to be used to kind of clean up some messy spots on the cup that you don't want all of the paint to come off. You just want to kind of clean it up a little bit because the acetone is going to take the paint off. So we don't have that, so we are going to try to work without it. So put some acetone on your cotton ball, and we're just going to randomly rub some spots. And see why I painted it dark blue in the beginning? Because it's going to be kind of like the background, so to speak. And this is where the 91% alcohol would come in. I could clean this up right here without removing any more paint. So I'm just going to try to very lightly use my acetone. So we're just going to do this all over the cup. Don't make the lines perfect, you know, make them kind of scratchy looking, like so. And there's that glitter that I put underneath of it a couple of days ago. And you're going to go through a lot of cotton balls doing this because just one little spot did that. So make sure you got lots of cotton balls on hand. And I'll do it in a different spot. Trying to not make the spots perfectly cut out here. I'll try and come back and clean that up at the end. So these are really cute. I love these kind of cups. I don't really know if they're officially called distressed peekaboos. It's just what I call them. If you guys have seen the really popular cup that was going around, the Jurassic Park themed one where it was like, it said motherhood is a walk in the park. That is the first peekaboo that I ever did. And it was funny because whenever somebody sent me the picture of it and was like, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't look up any tutorials on it. And so I didn't know that you took acetone to it. So what I did was I literally Googled images of like ripped paper. And I cut it out with my Cricut. And I used that to make like these distressed little looks on there. So that was really goofy of me, but that's why people make YouTube tutorials. And even though you're not supposed to make it perfect, it's really, really hard to decide where you want to put your next spot. Okay. Now I'm going to take a clean one and go back through where I've already done it and just kind of clean up on the insides. I'm not pushing down too hard because I don't want to make new spots. I'm just trying to clean up the insides so that glitter will look better without smudges of paint on it. I'm really hoping I can clean up those areas really lightly with my acetone, since alcohol has been kind of impossible to find here lately. Alright, so I'm going to try to clean up those areas and then I will be back. Okay guys, I actually got super lucky. My mom had some dollar store brand 91% alcohol, so she ran it up to my house just for me to use it for this cup, and I will give it back to her. But this is what it looks like now that it's more cleaned up. See, the purpose of spray painting it a different color at first was to give it kind of like that shadow behind, and then you have your main color up front. So this is the distressed peekaboo look. I'm going to slap it on my toner with some epoxy, and that is going to look really, really pretty. So thank you everybody for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.